It's a little known fact, but 1 in 5 Americans has a disability of some kind. Considering that our population is constantly growing, with the US population currently at 315 million, that's somewhere in the range of 63 million people. With only a little under 1.5 million people living in the state of Maine, that's still nearly 250,000 people living with a disability, and a pretty large slice of the pie. That disability could be a spinal cord injury or something that requires the use of a prosthetic. It could also be a visual impairment of some kind, deafness, hard of hearing, or a cognitive disability. Unlike many other minorities, this is one that you don't have to be born into. You can be lucky enough to join their growing ranks at any point in your life, either from an accident or illness. So what does it all mean? With over 20% of our population living life with a disability, we have to give more consideration to making our cities and workplaces accessible. For them to be able to contribute, they need to be integrated into our communities. The first thing we have to be able to do is identify the problems. In Maine, we live in a uniquely rural state with fewer people living over a very large landmass, making travelling one of the most important factors in living independently here. That's not to mention the issue of the weather. With a considerable portion of the year spent in cold, icy and snowy conditions, pavements and streets now become impossible to navigate. A snowbank or unploughed area that would be an irritation for one can be an insurmountable barrier to another. These are just a few examples of the barriers that can stand between folks living with disabilities, and we want to create an accurate map of all of these needs in the vacation state. It's been years since any similar study was done. Meanwhile, things have changed. With the onset of social media, Facebook, Twitter, blogs, text, YouTube, etc., we have a much better chance than ever of reaching people to have their voices be heard. Our goal is simple: compile the information we receive to create an accurate snapshot of needs in our state. We'll share this information with legislators, other disability agencies, town planners and anyone else who cares to listen and who has a willingness to make change when needed. How can you help? If you're a person with a disability, participate. Visit mainsilc.org to fill out the survey and give us a snapshot of your life, your needs, and how things could be improved. If you don't have a disability, you probably know someone that does. We all do. A friend, parent, sibling, or co-worker. Please share this survey and give them a chance to be counted too. Who knows? This could be the beginning of significant change in Maine, and you could be a part of it. Help us spread the word. And remember, there are approximately 200,000 people with disabilities living in Maine. We'd like to reach them all. Fill in the survey, then share this with as many people as you can to help us reach our goal. Participate, share, be counted.